Diceball. Diceball is a board game in which two players roll dice to simulate a baseball game, one representing the visiting team and the other the home team. Both players use the dice to throw the baseball from the mound to the plate and field the ball on defense. Diceball was designed to mirror the statistical reality of baseball. A regular game of Diceball, without extra innings, lasts about 45 minutes. History. The game was designed in 1979 on a pizza box by a 16-year-old Daniel Gerard from Rawdon, Quebec, while the Montreal Expos were chasing the pennant in the National League. Gerard brought his game to his high school, where he organized tournaments with other students. Given the popularity of the game in his school, Gerard also brought his game to university, where it also became popular. The interest created by the game was noticed by entrepreneur Louis Desjardins, who launched the game with Gerard. Gameplay and rules. To start the game, the visiting team puts a pawn as a batter and eventually runner in the batter's box to get the pitcher's throws. The die replaces the ball. The pitcher rolls the die until either the batter is struck out, the batter is walked, or the ball is hit. If the ball is hit, the offensive team rolls a die to determine the number of dice to be used to hit the ball. The number of dice indicated are rolled and added up. Numbers from 1 to 36 show the location where the ball is hit, and the ball is placed on the game board. If the ball is hit on a circle, the ball was hit in the air and an out is recorded. If the ball is hit on a number in a cloud, it is a ground ball and that the batter will have to try to reach a base before the defense throws to that base. If the ball is hit to a star-shaped zone, the runner starts to run around the bases while the defense recovers the ball on the star. If the stars are from 27 to 36, it is a home run, and all runners score. Every batter who runs around the bases and reaches home plate before 3 outs scores a run. As soon as 3 outs are recorded, stranded runners are removed from the bases. The teams trade places. The defense becomes the offense. Basic version. In the basic version of Diceball, pawns are used as defensive players and are also used as runners by the opponent. A white pawn is used as a ball. The offense use dice to hit the ball in different spots on the game board, and the offensive players try to move the players toward home plate as the defense try to stop the offense by forwarding the ball around. Expert version. An expert section in the rulebook includes more baseball features like stolen bases, sacrifice bunts, and sacrifice flies. Strategy. Strategy plays a role. The ability to decide when to run around the bases or to stop will create momentum or result in outs. Players have the power to try to steal a base, to order a bunt, to try to send a runner to second, to avoid a double play and slash, or put a player in a scoring position. A player can also try to advance or score on a sacrifice fly. All these extra plays are subjected to the laws of probability like the rest of the rules of Diceball. Reception. Diceball got positive reviews upon its launch in the United States and Canada. Games magazine named it as one of the top games 100 in the United States in 1991, 1992, and 1993. Although the luck of the dice plays a major role in this baseball board game, players can make plenty of decisions that affect the outcome. For instance, the dice may tell you that you've just hit a liner to center, but it's up to you to decide whether to try stretching it to a double and whether the runner on second should risk going wee all the way home. For a more challenging game, use the advanced rules for base stealing, hit and run plays, etc. Bert Hochberg, a senior Games magazine editor, said in an interview he gave to the Montreal Gazette, "When I first heard about it, I asked myself what the hell Canadians knew about baseball. Then I played it. Now I take Diceball with me when I travel." In January 1994, Diceball was presented in the American International Toy Fair in New York, and Gerard, the Diceball inventor, said in an interview to the Montreal Gazette, "The first harbinger of success came at Dorval Airport, where a suspicious U.S. Customs agent examined one of the games closely and then tried to buy it on the spot. The Unistar Radio Networks of New York, lately Westwood One, described it as the best baseball game on the market. If you like baseball and games, you have to try Diceball. Up till now, the only baseball board games available have been either the statistical kind with individual player cards and lots of charts, or some totally juvenile kind of game with spinners. Diceball is a truly original simulation of our national pastime. The fielders actually run to retrieve the ball while the runners are rounding the bases. This is all done through the roll of dice. There is plenty of strategy for fans like myself who want to see how well we can manage a team, and yet the game is so simple. The statistics from the game are amazingly close to real baseball. You will hear the roar of the crowd and smell the hot dogs when you play Diceball. There should be a warning on the box that the game is addictive. My game club can't stop playing it, and we already have a media league set up in the New York area. Because of its originality and great playability, I give Diceball the highest rating as the best baseball game on the market today. The Canadian Toy Testing Council, a non-profit agency that publishes a toy report yearly, included Diceball in its 1994 report. The game received a 3-star rating, the highest score. According to the Montreal Gazette, the game was shipped off to 300 test families in the Ottawa-Hull area for evaluation. Response was excellent across the board, especially from players who liked baseball. Diceball has won the council's highest accolade, a 3-star rating. The game was also reviewed in USA Today and received press coverage in Canada's national newspaper, the Globe and Mail, the Toronto Star, and the Ottawa Citizen. It was also featured in Quebec in La Presse and Le Journal de Montréal. In Canada, Diceball garnered television coverage on CTV Television Network and Canadian Broadcasting Corporation. Social and tournament play. Before and while it was launched, Diceball was the center of many tournaments in schools, colleges, and workplaces. Former Expos pitcher Dennis Boucher won a Diceball tournament involving sports reporters in Montreal. After the tournament, Boucher said, "You will find in Diceball all the things that happen in real baseball." He added that playing the game is a great way to spend time with friends. By winning the Diceball tournament, Boucher was given a $250 check that he gave to the Sun Youth Organization. Statistical accuracy. Use in schools. Praised for its statistical accuracy, Diceball was used in schools in the U.S. to teach youngsters the virtues of understanding statistics.